you are welcome back again. We are going to solve for the value of x that will satisfy this equation. We are given that x to power 4 minus 16 is equal to 0. So as you can see, the highest power of the variable here is 4. So our expectation is to get 4 possible value of x that will satisfy this equation. So now, the given equation is what? X to power 4 minus, this 16 can also be written as what? 4 raised to the power of 2, then which is equal to 0. So the next thing we're going to do, we can still break this. This x to power 4 can also be written as what? X raised to the power of 2 or raised to the power of 2. Then minus 4 is the same as 2 raised to the power of 2, then all raised to the power of 2, which is equal to 0. The next thing we're going to do, as you can see this expression in the left hand side, we have difference of 2 square because we have 2 power 2 to power 2 and it's separated by subtraction. So we are going to recall that when we have a square minus b square, can be simplified as what? A minus b, then multiply by a plus b. So we're going to apply this property to the left hand side of this equation where a represents x to power 2 and b represents 2 to the power of 2. So written in this form is going to be what? X squared minus 2 to power 2, then multiply by a plus b is going to be what? X squared plus 2 to the power of 2, then everything will be equal to 0. So the next thing we're going to do is to recall that when two terms multiply itself to be 0, it's either the first one is 0 or the second one is 0. So we're going to equate the first one, which is x to power 2 minus 2 to the power of 2 is the same as 4, which is going to be equal to 0, or the second term, x to power 2 plus 2 to the power of 2, which is 4, equal to 0. Now we're going to solve for the value of x from both sides. So here we have x raised to the power of 2, which is going to be equal to, when we take this constant negative 4 to the right hand side, it becomes positive 4. Now we're going to take the square root of both sides in order to eliminate this square. So we take the square root of the left hand side, which is going to be square root of x squared, equal to plus or minus square root of 4. Remember, when you are taking the square root of the right hand side, remember to introduce positive or negative square root of that number. So this square is going to cancel the square root. We are left with just x, which is equal to plus or minus square root of 4 is going to give us 2. So here we have x is equal to positive 2 or negative 2. Now let's solve the remaining value of x from the second side. So here we have x to power 2, which is equal to, when we take this 4 to the right hand side, become negative 4. Now we're going to take the square root of both sides again. So we take the square root of the left hand side and also the square root of the right hand side. And remember, when you are taking the square root of the right hand side, introduce positive and negative, so that this square is going to cancel the square root. X now will be equal to plus or minus square root of negative 4. Remember, when you are taking the square root of a negative number, we are going to introduce an imaginary number. So when you take the square root of 4, it's going to give us 2. And because of this negative, we introduce imaginary number, which is I. So therefore, x now is the same as positive or negative 2i. So here we can conclude that x1 equal to positive 2, then x2 equal to negative 2, then x3 equal to, from here we have positive 2i, then x4 equal to negative 2i. So this is the 4 root of this equation. We have two real number, which is negative 2 and positive 2. Then we have two complex solution, which is positive 2i and negative 2i. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more video like this.